This week on Spoke TV, Pride Stables is known for helping the disabled, but they also help their student volunteers by giving them a chance to learn.
They don't need to have any horse experience or anything like that. We teach them everything they need to know.
Also, Spoke prints the last copy of the long-standing newspaper.
It's a great feeling that I think students are going to miss out on.
And a new AI hub at the University of Waterloo will have an impact on a variety of fields of study. All that and more this week on Spoke TV. Hello, and welcome to Spoke TV, Conestoga College's weekly news show produced by second-year journalism students. I'm Matthew DeVette Johnston.
And I'm Sandra Shimpraga. The GoFundMe campaign for the Humboldt Broncos junior hockey team has now concluded. The campaign raised over $15 million for the team. People everywhere show their support. Spoke TV's Mike Stromey has more.
On April 12th, people everywhere wore their hockey jerseys in memory of those affected by the bus crash that claimed the lives of 16 members of the Humboldt Broncos junior hockey team.
Well, growing up playing hockey, we'd travel as a team sometimes, and it really sort of struck home when this story came about, and it just it really is a tragedy.
Hashtags Jersey Day, Jerseys for Humboldt, and Humboldt Strong were three of the heaviest Twitter trends of the day. Jersey Day was a simple yet heartfelt way Canadians and people around the world could show their support for the community of Humboldt. The tragic news really hit home with Saskatchewan native Connor Mallett. The freelance videographer from Waterloo knows all too well how the game of hockey can unite Canadians everywhere. He explains how a tragedy of this magnitude can impact a nation.
You can't help but have a tear run down your face and stuff like that when a tragedy happens like this, and you see all the community support that the people are getting, and the GoFundMe is over $13 million and their goal is $4 million, so I mean that's incredible on its own. You don't realize how much people care or how much love and caring and hope there is in the world until something like this happens, because you only hear about the wars, the tragedies over across seas, and you don't realize how much a tragedy resonates until it happens closer to home. And it really, I know it's sad, but it's really brought Canada closer together.
For Spoke TV, I'm Mike Stromey.
Many locals may soon be traveling to Guelph to purchase legal marijuana. Pot will be legally available for sale across Canada before the end of the year, and the location of the first 4 stores in Ontario have been announced. One of the stores will be in Guelph, Ontario, located at 304 Stone Road, right across the street from Stone Road Mall, and roughly a 10-minute walk from the University of Guelph. The store location seems well placed to deal with the side effects of cannabis consumption. The Dairy Queen, Tim Hortons, Wendy's, and McDonald's located within easy walking distance. According to the government, IDs will be checked and no one under 19 will be allowed to enter the main retail store, with stores being designed with a lobby area before individuals enter the main retail space.
After 49 years, Spoke's weekly newspaper put out its final print edition this week. Connor Morgan has the story.
The final print edition of Spoke was distributed on April 16th. The longtime campus newspaper at Conestoga College is moving to a digital-only platform.
Behind me are various editions of Spoke's weekly newspaper, done by Conestoga College students over the past year.
Mike Turcotte-McCusker, a journalism print student at Conestoga College, has mixed feelings on the move.
I understand the shift and how more people are using digital media and social media and things like that. But I guess it's sad to see the era of print kind of dying as what it always has been known as.
More and more online digital platforms are growing. According to a study in a Toronto Sun article, 42% of Canadians get their news from social media on a daily basis. Being online, there is potential to reach a greater population. However, Turcotte-McCusker has a reason to feel bad for future journalism students.
It's nice being able to pick up and hold a physical copy of this newspaper with your work on it and that photograph and that 2-page spread you have. It's a great feeling that I think students are going to miss out on.
Christina Jonas, a journalism professor and faculty advisor of Spoke, has been involved with the newspaper for 2 decades.
We have a new journalism program, and its focus is more web-based and online.
Students at Conestoga will be designing a Spoke app for mobile, although no information has been released on when we can expect that. For Spoke TV, I'm Connor Morgan.
Coming up, we get an inside look at the Pride Stables.
Pride Stables has been running horseback riding lessons for disabled members of our community. Sarah Gazzola brings us the story.
Nestled deep at the end of a neighborhood in Kitchener is a special place in the hearts of many. Surrounded by mansions and even a golf course, Pride Stables has been running horseback riding lessons for disabled members of our community for decades. Val Baker has been coming here for 26 years and has enjoyed every minute of it.
Really good. I'd be independent.
Val's words ring true. For many here, riding a horse gives them a sense of independence they may not get otherwise. That is why it's so important to have volunteers to help with both horses and riders. And it turns out it's not just the students that have a great time.
Well, I love horses, and they're very therapeutic for the volunteers that come. And then engaging with the kids or the riders, the adults, is very, very awesome. So I love every bit about it.
Leah is a coordinator as well as a volunteer herself, working alongside Jen, who instructs the lessons. She has words of advice for anybody who may be interested in helping.
So volunteers need to be 15 years old, and then they just come to a 2-hour training session, and we sort of show them the ropes, and they don't need to have any horse experience or anything like that. We teach them everything they need to know.
Each horse working here has been donated, and most have a past working in shows, agility, farms, or even racing. From small ponies to the tallest of the tall, they all have something in common: amazing spirit.
Pride Stables is in great need of volunteers for the summer season. Classes and camps run all summer long, and if you think this is something that you'd like to do, contact them at pridestables.com.
This is Sarah Gazzola for Spoke TV, Kitchener.
The University of Waterloo has opened a new Artificial Intelligence Institute Research Hub. The new hub brings out a lot of sponsors backing the project, with the likes of General Motors Canada, Hunway Technology, and 9 other companies jumping on board to advance the technology and have Canada ready for the future. The AI Hub will seek new areas of research that include healthcare, environmental protection, urban planning, manufacturing, autonomous systems, and AI interactions in the workplace. The AI Hub is a joint venture of the engineering and mathematics departments and will also have researchers from the Applied Health Sciences and Environmental Science programs on the project. According to Navdeep Bains, the Minister of Innovation, artificial intelligence is estimated to contribute up to $15.7 trillion per year to the global economy by 2030.
One Roof Youth Services helped the Homeless in Waterloo organization showcase artwork and their talents at the Kitchener City Hall. Spoke TV's Mackenzie Daub has more.
Art viewers gathered in the Rotunda Gallery at Kitchener City Hall on Sunday, April 8th to view the artwork done by the homeless youth of Kitchener-Waterloo. Why? Because of an organization called Homeless in Waterloo.
One of the main things we really want to do is we want to help educate on the issue of homelessness in the Kitchener-Waterloo region. Another thing we really want to get out of this event is just bridging that gap that people experiencing homelessness and the community have, and I think a really cool way that we're doing that is with the art.
Came out, they were able to bid on different pieces of artwork and talk to the different event coordinators.
What our main focus is bringing attention to the individuals experiencing homelessness in Kitchener-Waterloo.
And lastly, One Roof, a homeless shelter for youth, had set up a booth to help people understand what exactly their organization does.
We are a youth homeless shelter. We serve ages 12 to 25 in the Waterloo region, and we are committed to providing safety and shelter for all the youth who are homeless or at risk of homelessness in the Waterloo region.
One Roof helped organize the event and was one of the main reasons the event was held this year. Their goals for next year are to bring even more attention to the event and have even more attendees. All proceeds raised will be going to Homeless in Waterloo, and all of the money raised from the artwork will be going back to the creators. For Spoke TV, this is Mackenzie Daub reporting.
After the break, we bring you a recent celebration that took place at the Homer Watson House and Gallery.
And now, here's our entertainment roundup. Time magazine has announced its list of the most 100 influential people of 2018, a list which includes a number of familiar and returning faces. Comedian Roseanne Barr, who recently made a TV comeback with a reboot of her show Roseanne, joins Israeli actress and Wonder Woman star Gal Gadot, actress and comedian Tiffany Haddish, talk show host Jimmy Kimmel, singer Jennifer Lopez, actress Nicole Kidman, actor Hugh Jackman. This Is Us is Sterling K. Brown, and Stranger Things' Millie Bobby Brown, as well as U.S. President Donald Trump. In movie news, Dwayne Johnson's new film, Rampage, seems to have finally broken the video game movie curse. The monster movie, based on a 1986 arcade game of the same name, garnered the highest reviews of any video game movie yet released, pulling in an 81% audience approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. And in gaming, fans of the Jurassic Park franchise will have more to look forward to this year than just the release of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the 5th movie in the franchise. That's because Jurassic World Evolution, a park building game based around the new movies, has been announced. The game is scheduled for release on June 12th, 5 days after Fallen Kingdom hits theaters.
I'm joined in our studio today by our local film expert, Nadia Elward. Recently, she has seen the new movie Blockers, and she joins us today in studio to tell us what she thinks. Could you tell me a bit about the story?
So the movie Blockers is basically about these three girls, they're best friends, and it's their prom night. So they basically make a pact to lose their virginities together the same night. And yeah, basically their parents find out about this sex pact they've made, and their initial reaction is, we have to stop them. So the movie basically picks up after they do some snooping and find this out, and they just basically go on this adventure to stop their kids from making what they think is a mistake.
Nadia, who do you think is the intended audience?
So I would have to say the intended audience for this film is parents, probably middle-aged, could be people with kids in high school, or kids that are going into high school, even younger than that. It's never too early to have that conversation with your kids. So yeah, either them or students themselves, probably going into or finishing high school. Yeah, it's definitely for people. I think the intended point of the film was to get the conversation started, like to make it funny, but also educational. Like, this is something that's important, and parents need to be able to speak to their kids about these kinds of things.
What impact do you think that this movie will have on people?
So, like I said, I believe the impact will be just parents and their kids being able to openly talk about things that are considered taboo, like sexuality and just things that parents kind of don't want to discuss, but it's necessary. So hopefully the impact is just people can be open and get the conversation started.
Thank you for coming, Nadia.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
The Homer Watson House and Gallery recently celebrated Community Appreciation Day. Winners from the Kitchener-Waterloo Society of Artists got a chance to display their works. Cassetta Black has more.
Sunday, April 8th was Community Appreciation Day at the Homer Watson House and Gallery on Old Mill Road in Kitchener. Local award winners from the Waterloo Society of Artists get a chance to showcase their works to the public.
So Homer Watson was one of the first noted landscape artists that painted Canadian landscapes.
Community Appreciation Day is an event that we host every year, and it's a way for us to open up our studios to the community, and they can see what we're really about.
Here at the Homer Watson House and Gallery, celebrating Community Appreciation Day is all about focusing on people, places, and things expressed through art that makes where we live in the KW region special.
Children are out of school, we've got a program. So whether it's PA Day, March break, summer camps, you name it, we've got it. And so we have 4 studios that are open to various age groups. We start typically with kinder, so 4-year-olds, and go to 14 plus. We have some specialized programs for youth, 14 to 18, that are looking to build portfolios.
They like to be creative. They get to try all kinds of different mediums, whether it's clay, drawing, painting. You can practice your drawing, you said, right? And doing dioramas.
The Homer Watson House and Gallery relies on support from the community in forms of donations and volunteers. For Spoke TV, I'm Cassetta Black.
Thanks, Cassetta. Wow, Spoke newspaper is ending. It seems like the end of an era.
Yes, it is the same situation with Spoke TV. This is our last episode because we are moving into the future to a digital platform. That's all we have for you this week. For more stories and information, visit our website at spoketv.ca and follow us on Twitter at SpokeTV.